welcome to another episode of the Misguided Misfits pod. It's your girl. It's your girl Pebs.
And Isis.
So look, y'all, we're on Zoom right now. This is our first time trying to integrate the video and the audio situation. So bear with us in terms of like the audio. I'm super excited because, you know, normally when me and Ice do this, I can't see her. Like, we've been knowing each other for a real long time, so I kind of can imagine her facial expressions. But now I get to see the real deal Holyfield as she trying to show off her lavish by the bundle hair.
I'm not this side. I ain't like this
doing this
girl. So it's like
I'm showing off mine too.
It's real limp. Okay.
You see how soft it is, and y'all know I don't do shit to my hair. You know, just saying, putting that out there. But guys,
I do hair.
Like you ain't have to do all that, okay? Don't they don't gotta know. You know what y'all know what I do. This is what I do back here. Which way my finger going? This way. That's what I do.
I'm never gonna take that away from you. The makeup game.
Cause I ain't got makeup on right now, y'all. Cause this is our first time. It's very late at night when we're doing this, but next video I'm gonna show you guys because this ain't what I look like. Okay, I gotta show y'all my real face. So I'm super excited about this episode, not just because we're doing a video, but the topics this week are gonna be super crazy. So we're gonna start off with the stuff that we really don't care about, which is, I did not know, Isis already knew about it, I didn't know, but Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor. And I'm just like confused. Like, I'm over, number one, I'm over celebrities running for office. Like, I don't want Kanye. I don't want The Rock. I don't want Will Smith, Oprah. I don't want them. I want people that went to law school. You know what I mean? Like, that's in the communities, because people that have money, you don't have the same problems that I have. You don't understand. And even if you, like P. Diddy said, woke up with 15 rushes on your face 30 years ago, you don't remember that. You're far removed from struggle. So I want somebody that's actually going to fight for things that I care about. I'm tired of all these celebrities playing around with politics. Like, cut that shit out. I don't want that. Number two, so I don't know if you saw the video, but she posted a video on Instagram. I'm at the border and we're going to build the wall and all of this. And there's illegal immigrants crossing the border. So y'all, you can't tell, but I'm legally blind. POP, hold it down. Like, I'm for real legally blind without my glasses or contacts on. And I look really good at that video. Like, I'm in my phone looking. I ain't see not one little dot crossing the border. So I'm trying to see if she's seeing something I ain't seeing. And then, like, I don't know what the issue is with, like, immigrants. And that might be, like, a controversial topic or whatever. But, like, why do y'all care? Because these folks doing the jobs that y'all don't want to do and serving y'all the food that y'all can't cook. Like, if you don't like immigrants, I really want, and I don't care who I offend with this, people who don't like immigrants should not be able to eat immigrant food. So all you can have is potatoes. And no, potatoes is from Native Americans. So no, you're going to be hungry. No soul food, no hog maw, no, what's chitlins, no tacos, no pasta, none of that, because it all came from immigrant people. So if you don't like immigrants, you don't get to eat. Just my 2 cents on the matter. What you think about it?
So like celebrities, I just feel like, especially white celebrities, and also people of color that are, I guess, white adjacent, I guess, if that's what they want to be. I don't know, whatever. It comes down to white privilege. They know that they can go and do these things and people won't bat an eye. Like this is normal behavior. This is how Donald Trump got into office. Exactly how Donald Trump got into office. Um, White supremacy, racism. This is exactly how that happened. And a lot of people was like, "Oh no, he's never gonna be president." And look what happened for 4 years. We got foolishness.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. When he was running for office, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I gotta get comfortable. This is a joke. I'm like, this cannot be real. And it went from, okay, the other people, what's it called, dropping out of the race and all that. Then it went to, yo, is this for real? And then I remember the night of the election, because I never stay up for the whole counting or whatever. I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Hillary got this. I woke up because she was winning when I went to bed, right? So I normally don't like really pay attention to politics. So I went to bed, I woke up, my phone is lit up. I'm like, y'all got to be joking. And like I always say, I really don't care about anybody else's political views, whether you Republican, Democrat, liberal, Tea Party, or whatever the case may be, as long as you're not condoning hate speech or hate violence, all that stuff, keep that shit to yourself. But I'm tired of celebrities playing around with, because they don't know what they're doing. It's a lot of like, I could not tell you right now how to make a bill.
I would prefer even somebody that just went to college and only took 2 semesters of criminal justice.
Well, then I took 2. I got a whole.
But you have more knowledge of the justice system,
and I would not run for nothing.
Most of these celebrities out here that's trying to run, again, it's because they know that they can go and do this foolishness, especially in California, because Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor, wasn't he?
Yes.
So, but honestly, I never really, all that time he was governor, I'm pretty sure some stuff happening. We don't live in California. I've never visited California, so I don't know. He did have his whole scandal thing. Was that when he was governor?
Yeah, when he had the baby or whatever that came out.
Yeah, when they found out he had the baby with the maid. But other than that, he really wasn't. I didn't really hear too much noise about him.
I feel like you shouldn't be hearing noise. Like people be talking about Biden and feel how you want to feel about him. But I was happy that our president ain't in the news every day. Like
a lot of people don't realize that at the end of the day, when it comes down to politics, it's always going to be a white person's game. It's been a white person's game for years.
Since the beginning.
No matter who's in that seat. Even when former President Barack Obama was in that seat, it's limitations. It's limitations to everything. Just because Joe Biden is the president, he cannot completely make all the decisions. It still has to go through Senate. It still has to go through Congress. It still has to go through all these other processes, the judicial system, the executive system. Has to go through those processes. And I feel like I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, Joe Biden has done enough for people of color, specifically Black people, because everybody could be doing more. At the end of the day, he's coming behind a man that literally, like, racism was always there. Like, racism is not something that we didn't know was there, but Donald Trump literally took racism, dug his hands in the dirt, took racism from the root, and like shoved it in our faces and was like, this is racism.
But I really feel like it was just a defense mechanism. It was kind of like, hey, don't look at what I'm doing. Y'all fight against each other. Cause he was doing some real slick shit. But I feel like politics is always that thing that gets people like up in arms, which politics and religion are two things that I don't argue with people about, because however you feel 9 times out of 10 is how you feel. And you're gonna either hang out with people that what's it called?
Feel that same way? Birds of a
Yeah,
feather flock
basically.
together.
Yeah, that's gonna feed into whatever. Like 9 times out of 10, most of your friend group, y'all kind of have similar values. Like most of like the core things. Cause like for real, like pedophiles hang out with pedophiles. Like, you know what I mean? You can't say certain things around certain groups of people. So I kind of don't like to talk about it a lot. As long as you, for me, as long as you ain't hurting nobody or hating on nobody or whatever, I don't give a fuck if you like the spaghetti man, if I'm being real. But enough politics
just
talk.
needs to sit down, enjoy her money, you know, all the fruits of Kris Jenner's labor. Not to disregard,
no, because don't forget that she was
not to disregard what she did in her former life, because she was an Olympian, past life. So we're not gonna disregard that.
You stop saying
we are not. Because I'm trying not to be like, I'm not trying to be funny, but so we're not gonna disregard all the accolades that she has. But at the same time, Kris Jenner, I'm pretty sure Kris Jenner and the Kardashians, that money is
hell yeah,
way longer than
nobody checking for Caitlyn like that back then.
Way longer than whatever she got going on right now or had going on before she got married to Kris Jenner. But yeah, she just needs to sit down.
Question: are they divorced?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once she came out as transgender, they was like,
no, because remember, Kris was around a little bit during the transition period, I think.
Yeah, I'm not saying that she wasn't around, but that don't mean they weren't getting a divorce.
Yeah, that's true. I feel that.
TV obligations. We still gonna need you to be here.
Right. We gotta get this bag over anything.
The storyline is still good for the season.
Low key, that I feel like I watched that season and I was never like a Keeping Up with the Kardashians fan at all. Like I only watched it when I was with you, and that season there. Because I think that season,
like, what was going on? Like you wanted to know, like, how's everybody feeling?
I think I watched that season, and I also watched the one with Jordan and the whole Tristan. That was prime time.
I think we're like right after each other. It was like the Caitlyn Jenner season, and then like at least it felt like the whole Jordan scandal season.
Yeah. And I feel like her and Kylie like secret best friends, but whatever.
I don't think they ever stopped being friends.
Facts.
Publicly, they might have stopped being friends, but what about her being pregnant?
Breaking motherfucking news. I forgot about this. We haven't talked about this. Okay, so I don't know if it's true or not, but every time TMG, for real, and for me, not TMG, what? That's another podcast. Y'all listen to TMG podcast. I love them, super funny. Anyway, TMZ reported that Kylie and Travis are expecting baby number 2.
You know what's so crazy is, before I seen that everybody was talking about how TMZ broke that news, it's been people on TikTok that have been, I literally had seen a lady's video, because they broke that news today, right? Or was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
Whatever day that TMZ broke the news about her being pregnant, literally the day before that, I was scrolling through TikTok, and this girl came on there. She was of white descent, and she was like, Kylie Jenner is pregnant, and I'm going to prove to y'all that Kylie Jenner is pregnant, which people have been saying that when she celebrated her birthday, because you know how all the Kardashians are. When they going to show off their body, they going to have pictures of their whole body. You know, the girl only, turned 23, I think. She just turned 23, I think. So, you know, they paid a lot of money to have their bodies looking like that, whether surgical or healthy, whatever the case may be. But, you know, she's young. So all her pictures is like, I'm showing my body, and this is that and the third. And then, you know, her and Travis Scott relationship been all kind of secretive. Like, you know, And she was saying that, so during the birthday thing, she was saying that it was one photo where it was like a full body photo, but she was like, she think Kylie just kind of took pictures because she knew she was pregnant, and she knew people was gonna be like, for her birthday, like she didn't do no full
she
body
did the
pictures.
same thing the first time. Like, we didn't know until the baby was born.
Yeah. And then when she went to the thing with her and Travis Scott, like, I don't think it was any like side photos that she did. And then that picture where he was like standing behind her, he was covering her stomach.
First, okay, can we take a side note to know that Isis is a social media investigator? And she'd be like, yeah, girl, did you zoom in on the third picture to the left? If you look there.
This is information that be brought to me, first of all. That's the thing. I don't really post that much on social media.
She be watching.
I be watching.
What's the lady name from Monsters Inc.? I'll be watching you, Mike.
I forgot what the little snail thing.
That is Isis. When I tell you, if you like back in college, she'd be like, so what's his name?
I'm not that bad. I have friends that are that bad. They could probably have their own PI business. I'm not that bad. So what happens is I'm nosy. So I end up going down the rabbit hole
Come up with a good lie. Make it believable for our watchers.
So everybody knows you go down this rabbit hole, you scroll in, and then you come across some good, juicy piece of information. And then next thing you know, you like, well, let me just, click and see who liked it, or click and see who commented. And then next thing you know, you see a juicy comment. And then from that juicy comment, you like, oh, let me click on that person's page. You gotta you have to have ways to find out the information that you need to know, okay? I get it from my mama, and I'm not ashamed about it.
For the record, guys, I've never done any of that. The only time I've gone to other people's pages. No, no, I'm not. The only time I've ever gone to someone's page is if someone dies. And I've said this on record. I've said it on the podcast. That's the only time, because I don't care about, well, that's a slight lie. Because I'm not going to lie, like, okay, can we talk about, we're going to get into the next topic for real, but can we talk about how I get so sick and tired of y'all females with a nigga and you post a little emoji over his face? I feel like if you do that, you already know your nigga for the streets. And you just don't want to get that, hey, Shirley, this me, Barbara.
Because my thing is, if you don't want nobody to know who he is, then just don't post a picture. Like,
right, you want to know, you want me to know I got a man. But you don't want me to know who your man is because you scared that your man, my man is her man is your man, her is her man too. Like, that's what they scared of. So it's like
you could just keep them pictures for yourselves. Like, who?
Facts. And then number one, okay, I also want to tell you, for all the people that's on social media, we don't give a fuck about your man. We don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. We don't care about your child going to school, the little, like, I don't care about that. I don't care. Like, okay, this is controversial. I don't care about every month that your baby turns another month with the little blanket.
Again, we have said this pretty much every podcast. We are not parents. So we do not have, well, Kitor's a stepmom, but her kids are older. Her kids are like.
But I did not post. Okay, so, I'm not gonna lie, originally, it was very rocky for me and the kid's mom, but I won't say we're friends, but we're cordial or whatever. We all co-parent really well. And she sent me, and then she sent Rose, she sent the like back to school photos. Did I post them? No, because I know that no one gives a fuck. No one cares. Man, that's almost the equivalent to having your little wristband from the hospital because you're waiting for somebody to ask you what happened. No one cares.
Like, especially when you used to live in one state and now you live in another. You have like, so for people that don't know, schools in the South start before schools up north. It's, unless you go to a charter school here, then they're mostly like year round, so their schedules are a little bit different. But public schools in the South start usually in August, and public schools here in the North, or at least in Chicago, start in September.
Except for now, this year y'all starting early.
Yeah, it start early, but that's because of COVID. But I think colleges probably start in August usually here, but college is a different thing too. But anyway, so for us, when you go from living to one state to another state, you have two sets of friends on social media. So I get waves of these first day back to school pictures from, I've literally been seeing people's kids go back to school all month of August. Literally every single week of August, I have seen first day of school pictures. And I get it. I really do. Do I care? No, because I'm not a parent. I don't understand that lifestyle because I don't have children. I understand. I empathize. It's an exciting time. You've made it another year. Your kids are getting older, but bro, why are we excited because little Johnny made it another year in school?
Like, but I think it's not. I don't think they excited because they excited because the motherfucker is not at the crib. They like, hey, my kid, like.
But I don't care. Like little Johnny was supposed to make it to the next school, like the next grade. Like that's what happens usually, right? When
they don't post when little Johnny don't make it to the next grade. When he's still
post it, Johnny gotta go to summer school.
Definitely don't post that. But yo, so we're gonna actually get to the topic this week. So as you guys can see by whatever we decide the title for this shit's gonna be, it's more so about my favorite thing in the universe, music. So I don't know if you guys have been living under a rock, but if you guys are following us on social media, which if you're not, get your phone out, follow us at Misguided Misfits Pod on IG, on TikTok.
Yes, we have a TikTok now, Misguided Misfits Pod.
Yes, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all of that. Because we posed a question this week. And okay, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant because y'all pissed me off on social media, okay? Because I don't know about you guys, but because I have a business page, it shows me who sees my page and who sees what posts that we do and who interacts with the posts. Because I run three Instagram pages, 3 Facebook pages, so I get to see all the shit. So I posted on our social media, and maybe, I don't know, I'm probably a little bit more upset about it than I should be, but whatever. I posted on our social media a question, top 3 artists. Super simple. Top 3 artists, just let us know, because I really want to interact with you guys. Like, I really care about you guys. I want y'all to feel like you're a part of the podcast, right? So I goes on there, and I've already had this rant with Isis. That's why she looks like this. And I had over 100, 200 views on the post. So I'm like, okay, let me see what everybody commented. I had 3 comments. So only 3 of y'all commented on top 3 artists, right? So I got super mad. And I probably shouldn't have posted, but I posted on my page. So y'all watching my shit and ain't commented because
she didn't say shit.
Huh?
She ain't.
No, I didn't say shit. My mother is on my Facebook page. Okay, I can't say all the things that I really be wanting to say all the time. So, and my grandfather and my aunts and shit, I can't say that stuff on there. But then that's when everybody want to comment their favorite artists. I ain't forget about that. Motherfuckers will watch your shit just to see what you doing, but won't support you. And then as soon as we have the #1 podcast on Spotify, Apple, and Google, and all them other things, they can be like, oh, remember we had third period together? No, motherfucker. I don't remember we had third period together. I don't know you. That's my purse. Okay.
Side note. Side note. Because that sound is the most amazing on God's green earth. In case y'all want
that
to
is
know,
literally
it
our
is
favorite
the best
episode.
thing. I don't know why. And I've probably seen that King of the Hill episode on TV actually, but I don't remember it.
Oh no, I've seen it.
That sound is like, I remember like the once I seen it again, I remember the scene he had to go to self-defense class or whatever. But that sound of him being like, that's my purse. Don't be afraid to shout it. That's my purse. That's my purse. I don't know you.
Bruh, and that I think the episode's got to be 15 years old.
Oh my God, that is the funniest thing ever. I don't know what it is. I think because the girl just sounded so country. That's my purse.
Man, I can see some Ella May saying that shit at Walmart. Somebody trying to sell her shit. But anyway, so I'm excited to share with you guys our insight on some of the things that's been popping with music lately. And we did the thing where we asked everybody to comment their favorite artists, and it's amazing to see all the misfits that listen to all different genres. I got some country. Okay, for some reason, a lot of people said Trippie Redd, and I can't name one Trippie Redd song, but a lot of, I guess he popped because a lot of our misfits really fucking with Trippie Redd. I had all kinds of pop, country. I saw Miley Cyrus. I'm seeing Jay-Z. I'm seeing Nas. I'm seeing all that. So it's exciting to see that everybody is from like different walks of life and listening to different types of music and stuff like that. I thought that was amazing. Me and Ice shared our favorites. So you already motherfucking know. I only pretty much listen to that Thug Fizzle, you know what I mean? You see my man up in my poster behind me, number one, listen to Tupac every morning on my way to work, on my way home, whatever.
Really
and then I also had Amy Winehouse.
That you would like.
You would think I'm from
Cali. On Snapchat.
Huh?
It'd be real aggressive on your Snapchat.
I live my life as a thug into the, like, literally every day. And my top three, so I got Tupac, that's number one, never going nowhere. And I don't think it's in order though. Amy Winehouse is on my list, R.I.P. And then I had Jay-Z. And I feel like top three is so hard because, there's so many different people, like Eminem, freaking Skits Craven, freaking Tyler the Creator, Logic, fucking her. What you say?
I wasn't talking about anything that you were saying. I just yarn. So I was saying, excuse me, y'all.
Oh, like I listened to so many different. I'm like, she's sneaking, talking about me to the Misfits.
No, I'll be like.
But I really feel like that's the most amazing thing. I like to bring people together, even though the topic for today, I feel like a lot of people be trying to tear us apart. But Ice, what did you put as your top three?
So my top three, which I wasn't thinking about order, which I don't know why, but so I put Beyonce, Drake, and of course, like, he's been my baby daddy and not known it for a long time. Rich Homie Quan, judge me if you want. It's okay. You can judge me all you want, but Rich Homie Quan has a spot in my soul and in my heart.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like if somebody, like when I pass away at a very old age and they decide they need to dissect me for any reason, they look at my heart, it's going to say Rich Homie Quan on there somewhere.
It's good. It's so cool.
His recent music, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't listen to, but that's besides the point. But definitely his early 2010s music when he first came out, it just hits different for me, Milk Marie. I can't sing the rest of that song because it's a little. We're not gonna sing that. But Hit the
I
Quan.
told y'all Isis like shake your ass music.
First of all, Hit the Quan is not his song, but somebody made a song about the dance he was doing in one of his videos. Walked in 30,000 in the pocket and then like ooh 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 ooh.
Oh, okay. I know that one song, but okay, so I don't know what's happening over there. We're just gonna let her have her moment. But you know what's weird though? Why did none of us like pick any women rappers or what? Well, top 3 isn't enough though, because you know Nicki would be on my list for sure. Cardi would be on my list.
Yeah, I think I don't know because I mean most of the stuff that I listen to is like women based, so I don't know why. Yeah, Cardi B would be mine. A lot of the girl groups, Destiny's Child, is
Bruh, Danity Kane.
Danity Kane, which we was talking about that the other day.
Diddy knows how to
also,
up some
this is gonna be very. I don't know if this is controversial. I don't know if other people feel this way since we said something about Danny Kane. But side note, you told me that Diddy is trying to come up with another whatever it is. What is music label?
R&B.
Stop. Like literally everything that Diddy touches when it comes to forming a group or any, I don't know what it is. He just needs to leave it alone. He needs to stick with
because think about Day 26, B5, Mary J. Blige.
First of all, can we talk about the white boys who was the first before any of them? Nobody knows this white boy group. It was a white boy group. I did not know that.
Never heard that in my life.
Exactly.
Think about, remember, okay, nobody talks about this, and you may not be versed in it because you know my whole music like knowledge is like mostly 90s because me and my papa, we used to drive from Alabama to Chicago every summer, and the whole way there is just strictly like 90s rap. So I don't know if you know who Craig Mack is.
I've heard of his name before.
Okay, so Craig Mack was the like first artist, one of the first artists on P. Diddy's label, and he was supposed to.
He just got out of jail.
I think, is he dead? I think he did. Let me look it up.
It's hard to think. So many of these people that had their own labels and own groups like Dipset and 50 Cent Little Thing, they be having people that go to jail and then they just getting out.
Yeah, he dead. Craig Mack is dead. I was like pretty sure. Let's see how he died. But yeah, so Craig Mack was like supposed to be this big thing. Like he even had like a burger. Well, no, what's it? McDonald's box thing. He's supposed to be real big. He had that one song, and we ain't hear from him no more. Like whatever, you know, what movie is that? Color Purple. Whatever you touch gonna fit. Like, did that happen to P. Diddy in the music industry and he just didn't tell us? Like,
yeah, because Biggie is like his biggest consistent. I mean, up until Biggie passed away. But everything else is like.
But then what's crazy is if you really think about Biggie, like that era was only like 3 years or so, 3 or 4 years of them being famous, and to have the impact, you know, that my man had on the game, you know, being the greatest rapper that ever was, you know what I mean? Just crazy. But that makes me really think about like the women in the industry, because like how easy it was for us to just rattle off male rappers like you know, Eminem. Like I can name 100 male rappers or whatever and not even blink an eye. But when it comes to females, I don't know what it is about female rappers where they always feel like they gotta be this person versus this person. Like I can't, cause ain't nobody gonna tell me not to listen to Nicki if I listen to Cardi. I don't give a fuck. I remember when the Remy Ma versus Nicki Minaj shit was going down. Everybody was like, pick a side, even though name 2 Remy Ma songs.
No, that's Shauna, ain't it? That ain't Remy Ma. Oh, my bad.
Oh, wait. Exactly. Name a song that's not a feature.
A lean back.
I said not a feature.
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly. You can't.
Papoose were cute together.
features again, and he write her songs. So, because Papoose, people be sleeping on Papoose. In terms of freestyle, that nigga is untouchable. Amazing.
Yeah, last year he did that whole freestyle, just random cereals or candy or whatever.
Yes, the nigga did the alphabet. The what's the Busta Rhymes touch it, bring it. That song, that verse when he went through all the boroughs in New York. I don't know if that's what it's really called. I'm not from there, but you know what I'm saying, like the Bronx or whatever. From on his bruh. Stop what y'all doing. Listen to that shit. That verse was fire. But for females, it's always this person versus this person or whatever. And it really just irritates me because, like, I feel like, imagine how dope the rap game would be if all these rappers got together and really, like, really went in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think and a lot of it, well, I'm sorry, was you done?
You good.
And what's so crazy is that this has been going on for a long time. This is nothing new. And to see that even the female rappers that still feed into it is what gets me. So it is one thing. Society is always going to have their opinion. Society is always going to want to pit people together because they always feel like it has to be somebody at the top. Especially when it comes to women. Men, it can be multiple men at the top and nobody. I mean, people had their arguments of who's the best rapper and stuff like that, but it can be multiple men at the top and they can stay at the top for forever. But when it comes to women, it's always like, no, it has to be one specific woman because rap, especially rap, I will say, is such a male-dominated genre of music. When a female comes in, it's like, oh, but you basically gotta be.
Yeah.
Jesus himself had to literally come and hand you down himself for people to be like.
Or you gotta be that. And don't get me wrong, I love me some Meg Thee Stallion. I love JT. I love Cardi, you know, touch that thing in the back of my throat. Like, I'm all for that. But like rappers, like, think about this. Okay, mama, I'm sorry for this. But my baby mama, Young M.A.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Lord, for her.
You know how many unsolicited pictures of Young M.A. I have received, and she be doing regular stuff.
I love Young M.A. Like,
she be Young M.A. doing regular stuff, and I be like, I don't want this picture.
I love Young M.A. And she do not get the fucking recognition that she should because she ain't talking. Well, she gay, so she ain't talking about sucking dick. But you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't get the same popping that Cardi B get when that motherfucker. If you really listen to what she's saying, she spin harder than some of the niggas that's out. But because they put women in this box when it comes to female rappers, if you ain't talking about blowing a nigga in the back of the Jeep, you know your shit ain't gonna go number one. Like, you end up being like this niche type of you know, following. Because I fucking Quiet Storm, I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but I love Young M.A. so much. And fun fact, we kind of got the same name. And our birthday. Hold on, let me show you. I'm gonna go on Wikipedia real quick so I can pronounce it correctly. But and what's bad is she tricked me, and I was like, "Oh my God, that nigga fine as hell." And then I was like, "Wait, what?" Then I was like, "Still fine, whatever." Okay, her name is Katora, right? You hear it? Ketor, like, come on. Like, we at least should be best friends. Like, come on. I dropped my shit. Hold on, y'all.
But that even go back to the girl I can't think of her name, but the girl that's let a nigga try me. I'm not gonna say
God damn it, I'm trying to get comfortable. Okay.
I'm not saying whether she's a good rapper or not, but she had a couple of good songs.
Name her, what's her name?
I can't think of what her name is.
So clearly she didn't do that good.
Even with her, she's a very pretty girl, but a lot of people question her sexuality, I think. Because even I was like, is she gay? Is she not gay?
Yeah.
Is what's happening here?
Even and what's sad is that doesn't even matter, but we're so programmed to associate, music or whatever.
Sales.
It really does, because
it's sad that's what it is. But if men can't look at you and fantasize about you, and get into that whole
it's like
fantasy about you.
Yeah, it's like what's it saying? Is women gotta want to be you and men gotta want to fuck you. And that's and it's sad that we have created this idea in the terms of rap. Because it's another girl that I really like on, is it Queen Lady or Lady Queen or some shit? I don't remember her name, but it's this girl on TikTok, and she might be from somewhere else, but that's where I found her at. And she got that, like, I love New York and LA rap, like the sound, like RIP to Pop Smoke. I love that. I don't know, it's something about the accent, and she has one of those, like, you can tell she's like from the Bronx or something like that. Fucking incredible. But and I'm sorry, this is just my opinion, we let people like Young Miami slide because she's talking about fucking and sucking when she ain't got no business.
Well, I think the reason why people really obviously, because for one, she's very pretty, she has a big butt, she has the body and all that. But I think what really, because look at Coi Leray, she's rap the same. Exactly. Benzino
like the thing from A Bug's Life.
So
I'm sorry.
Just being pretty, don't get me, it's not gonna get you fired, especially with these Gen Z kids. They don't care about that. Our generation and up, that's what they care about. But these Gen Z kids, they don't care about that. But I think what really got Young Miami set is because she was not basically, but she is a very much ride or die friend.
Now, and I will say, okay, because I don't particularly like her rap style, but that motherfucker was holding it down while JT was in jail.
Yeah, because I prefer JT's rapping over Miami. I don't really like her rap, but she is basically the person that helped keep that group alive. Yeah. So I think that's what everybody is like really like. We gonna let her slide for that reason.
And I can get that, because some people think about like Outkast or whatever. Some people may not like Big Boy, but they like Andre 3000, but you can't have either one without the other. You know what I mean? Even though Andre 3000 kind of like coasting into top artists even without Big Boy, but whatever.
I was gonna say I prefer Andre 3000. I don't. It's not that I don't like Big Boy rapping style. It's not that I don't like when it comes on. I still be like,
Kryptonite. Let that song come on. I be on it all night, man. I be on it all day.
But it's something about Andre that just be like,
yeah. It is that quirky, like. But then when you like,
appeals to white people, He appeals to white people. He's
and
more of the white people appealing than Big Boy is.
Yes, he's very marketable.
Yeah. That's really what that is. Because they both have very great rap styles and very good like rapping. But Big Boy is obviously more of the thug of the group. Even back in the day when they first started, you go and look at those old clips.
Yeah.
Big Boy is definitely more of the thug, I shoot you in your face appeal. I don't know if that's the person he is, but he gives off that appeal, where versus Andre 3000, you can sit down, especially when he made Prototype. Okay. I used to love watching that video, get ready for school in the morning. You're the one.
But you are the prototype. Bruh, I think I'm in love again. Bruh. But so I really want to kind of do and extend an olive branch to our girl Lizzo.
Yeah.
And it like really breaks my heart because number one, people feel like because you like on social media body positivity, you know, happy all the time, that you don't have your struggles in terms of body image. And you know, y'all can't see, but I'm losing some weight though, but I'm a plus size girl or whatever, and yeah, I love my body, but sometimes you be like, God damn, I wish I could lose this little fupa or whatever. You could be like, damn, I had a salad every day the last 30 days, and your shit still you know, not doing anything. You could be going to the gym, you could be eating right, and your body fighting against you. Especially for me, a lot of you guys, I don't know if I talked about it before, but I have PCOS, which is literally my body fighting against me in terms of infertility, in terms of losing weight, in terms of like discoloration, all kind of stuff that comes along with it. So then you have somebody on social media telling you that you fat and you don't take care of yourself and that you unhealthy and you gonna die and kill yourself or whatever. And no matter how positive you are, over time that shit can get to you. And Lizzo has lost a lot of fucking weight. That girl looks fucking amazing. That video she did in the black leather playing the flute with them black booty girl, first off, I need that whole outfit. It was super amazing. And two, like, it takes a lot of courage because yeah, we on social media and I got like 1,000 friends or whatever, but to have millions of people giving you unsolicited medical and you know mental health advice when these motherfuckers probably sitting at home eating a pizza while they telling you that you a fat piece of shit, you know what I mean? Like that shit is just terrible. And don't speak on somebody else's body or any like that, really, because you don't know what that person is going through. And I'm gonna say this for everybody to hear. All motherfuckers be talking about, oh, you big, ain't nobody gonna want you, you sloppy. Them the same motherfucking niggas that want you to sit on their face. I literally
big fat sloppy girls be the same one that be in your man bed when you ain't at his house.
Facts, cooking that nigga dinner and everything. Because we know how to please a man. So that's the killer. Motherfuckers be like, suffocate me. I want to go out like, you know what I mean? They don't, but you thinking that because you call me fat or whatever, them be the same ones in the DMs, all of that. Like, and I'm not condoning unhealthy lifestyles or any of that, because at the end of the day, I want, especially us as Black people, we have to understand that we predisposed to heart disease, diabetes, and whatever, but also be educated that the number that you see on that fucking scale, the way my body looks does not determine my health level. Because I know people, I know fat vegan people, I know fat unhealthy skinny people, you know what I mean? So I'm like, don't fucking feel like because somebody's number on the scale means something, because I eat healthier now than I did when I was 150 pounds. Like I'm like, at one point I wasn't eating anything from the grocery store. I was growing all my food and I still weighed 250 pounds. I was literally no fast food, no sodas, vitamins, all that, still weighed 250 pounds. And then if you looked at me, because I remember you was like, damn, I didn't realize that you had got that big. And I was like, when I say depressed, because I'm like, man, I'm working out, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing all this, I work outside, so I'm sweating and everything else. And I'm like, what is going on with my body? And it wasn't until I went to the doctor, and I will say that it took me to find a doctor that looked like me for me to get the diagnosis and to understand what was going on with my body from jump. Because these motherfucking other, and I know we always talk about like white versus Black or whatever, but a lot of times people don't see that Black women have the highest mortality rate when it comes to pregnancy, when it comes to us going to the doctor. We not getting the diagnoses that we're supposed to get. They're not listening to us about our pain medication. And it literally took me going to a woman. Not only did she graduate from UAB, go Blazers, like she looked like me. She asked me questions. And then when I found out, okay, I got PCOS. So now in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know this is what's going on in my body. This is what I could do to combat that. And then now I'm down 20 pounds since getting my diagnosis. So y'all need to be mindful of how powerful words are. Like, there are people that are on social media, and to turn your comments off and all that, like, protect your energy, because if you get negative comments or whatever, you control how you interact on social media. So if you feeling like it's a lot of trolls, you feeling like it's detrimental to your mental health, you can always sign out of social media. It's very beneficial to take breaks from social media. It's very beneficial to turn off your comments. You can also super send. I did not know that you could do this, but you can monitor your comments and like put certain keywords into your comment section, and it won't show you their comment. And I thought that was pretty dope. So like, if you having that issue, especially with body image, and people on the internet are fucking assholes. So make sure you protect yourself. And I know I kind of went on a rant, but this subject is very important to me, because it's so easy for you to go to the cookout and be like, damn girl, you didn't gain all this weight. Why you ain't having a baby? Why you ain't pregnant? Where your man at? Like, stop letting people have any motherfucking say in your, how you look, how you dress, your hair, your man, what you doing with your body. Like, all that. I don't give a fuck if it's family, friends, trolls on the internet. Fuck them, straight up. But I'm sorry, I had to go on a rant for that second.
I feel like I agree with everything that you said. And I feel like people don't realize, like, when Lizzo wake up every day, when she gets up every day, and when she looks at herself in the mirror, she knows what she looks like. It's not like she doesn't know. It's not like it's like blind to the issue. She knows that she's a big woman. And I don't think a lot of people understand. So I'm 5'1". And according to BMI by the doctors, I am obese, which I am bigger. So, but technically with my height, I'm supposed to be like 120 something pounds. I have never in my life been 120 something pounds, even when I was a young child and I wasn't even that big of a kid. So, you can't just be judging people. Like, and then I hate the fact that when she went on live and she was crying about how people were talking about her and stuff, everybody was like, well, it's your fault for creating this narrative for yourself about I'm big and I'm fat. How you think that people one gonna say nothing about your weight and stuff. Time, it's like at the end of the day, it's like damned if she do, damned if she don't.
Yeah.
Like the girl, like, I mean, it's like really, like, people just be, and my thing is people that claim that healthy and all this and that, and she living this type of life, like, just I don't be understanding why you so involved in fat people business. Is what it comes down to. First of all, why are you involved in anybody else's business? Period. But if you don't like this, the way this person is living, why are you so concerned about their life and what they got going on? If you feel like she unhealthy and this is not the way, and she quicker, not saying I don't want to wish death on nobody, but why do you care so much? Like, why do people be caring? Like, she is a person at the end of the day. Yeah, she's a bigger, and also Lizzo is, how tall is she? She's tall, ain't she?
Tall woman, yeah.
She ain't never gonna be a small person. Everybody is not meant to be small. If people don't realize that, everybody is not meant to be small. No, everybody's body structure is not meant to be skin, what quote unquote we think is skinny.
And my biggest thing is none of us have a heaven or a hell to put anybody in. And I was talking, this is so funny and kind of off subject a little bit, but I was talking to one of my coworkers and I found out that he has gout, right? So if you don't know what gout is, again, this is Misguided Misfits, so I may be explaining this wrong, but it's like a buildup of lactic acid, and a lot of times it'll settle in like your feet or whatever. And so my husband has gout, and I remember when we first were dating and he had a flare up, the look of agony and pain that he was in, I was like, I need to educate myself on this. I want to figure out how I can help him in terms of like not having to go to the doctor and what he can do holistically to like fix it, right? So I got him, like, I know he was talking to me, he was drinking fucking apple cider vinegar every night. Like we was doing all the what's it called? When you don't use, like, I guess like the holistic stuff, it's another word for it. But we were doing all that. So I'm excited to tell my coworker, I'm like, yo, my husband, I got him on this regimen. He hasn't had a flare up. Let's knock on some wood. In a really long time. It's really helping him. He stopped drinking beer. We don't eat a lot of shellfish, just shit like that. So I'm telling him, and he looking at me like, he just this his face. And I was just like, what? He was like, yo, look, I get one go around of this life, and I'm gonna eat what the fuck I want to eat. And I was like flabbergasted because I was so excited to tell him like, hey, all you gotta do is cut out this little bit of food in your diet or whatever and start taking these vitamins and you be good. He was like, look, fuck what you talk about, but I'm gonna eat me some fucking shrimp. I'm gonna have me some beer. I'm gonna enjoy my life. And I was like, shit, I can't be mad at that. Like I can give you the information, especially if it's coming from like a good place. But at the same time, it's everybody has their own life. Everybody got their own mistakes they get to make. Everybody gets to do what they want to fucking do. And as long as it's not directly affecting you, shut the fuck up. Like, mind the business that pays you. Because that second that it took you to crush somebody's mood on social media, you could have kept that shit to yourself. But a lot of times these people be miserable. They miserable in their real life. And I'm a firm believer that energy transfers. So sometimes they be so built up in this negative energy that they want to transfer that shit to you. So then they can feel better about themselves. And if you got to tear somebody else down to make yourself feel better, bruh, fuck you and everything you stand for. Like, straight up. And it's really sad because Lizzo seems like she is a really like and a lot of times you got to check on that happy friend too, because it makes me think of like Brittany Murphy and Robin Williams and shit.
During the pandemic, she was like, when she first got like real popular or whatever, like 2 years ago or so, she was like, I was drinking and she was basically saying like she was like still sad, like even though everybody would think this is probably the greatest moment in her life, like she was still going through stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's like at the end of the day, it's like everybody has to live their own life how they want to live their own life. And you can't be like you what like I'm just sick and tired of this we hate fat people train.
Facts. Because they really love us.
Because we're not gonna talk about nobody's mamas, but these same people that's talking about how they don't like fat people, you need to look at Bertha that's living in the South.
Big Bertha.
Because your ancestors weren't skinny.
Especially think about one of my favorite people, and I know it's almost time for the Misfit Minute, but one of my favorite people is Marilyn Monroe. You can't see it, but on the other side of that wall, there's a big ass mural of Marilyn Monroe on my wall. And I named my car Marilyn. I fucking love Marilyn Monroe. So she was not a skinny person. Back in the 50s and the 60s, and then in a lot of these African tribes, all of the old shit, England, all of these places, it was considered fucking like not royalty, but like you were
the more
desirable. Because that meant that you came from money because you could afford to fucking eat. So do not let, as long as you ain't out here, and even if you are, it's your life. We want you guys to be healthy. You know, I want you to be here for as long as God has his plans for you or whatever. But at the same time, fucking eat that damn cheesecake. Cause I'm making some cheesecake for my anniversary. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't overindulge, which
in moderation. Everything's great in moderation.
But and also, let's put it out there. Lizzo is a vegan. Lizzo eats. Well, I don't know if she's vegan or vegetarian, but Lizzo eats healthy. When she be posting on her TikTok, everything she have be like vegan or vegetarian. So she's not like, she ain't eating unhealthy. So
and she done lost a good 100 pounds, bro.
And she done lost a lot of weight.
So let her live.
Even her eating healthy is not about her perk of it. Everybody want to lose weight so you can look good and whatever outfit that you want. But at the end of the day, people just need to mind their business. I'm pretty sure it's plenty of men in her DMs. It's plenty of men in real life that like it. Okay, you ain't got to forget. They is getting up in them cheeks. Okay,
facts. Perfectly love it. Okay. Every motherfucking minute of it.
They probably liked her when before she lost all that weight. They was still trying.
Yeah, because she was with the football player. They love it. They love us, bruh. I'm telling you. So I'm just like, don't let nobody ever try to steal your fucking light. You shine. If they can't fucking take you, you make them motherfucking gag, bro. Like straight up, make them choke on that shit. Don't ever water yourself down. That is like my favorite quote of what year is it? 2021.
It ain't 2019.
2021. If do not water yourself down. If they can't take that shit, make them gag, choke on that shit, bro. Straight up. But you know, it's one of my favorite segments of the podcast, and it is the Misfit Minute. We're gonna get a fucking soundboard. We got a freaking theme song in the works, so I'm excited to get like fancy dancy with you guys. But as always, if you're not following us on social media, it's Misguided Misfits Pod on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We eventually need to get a Twitter. That's just, can we get an assistant? It's so much work running.
Trying to figure out what platforms to get is the worst.
It's so much work, and then we still got to run our regular. It's too much. But make sure you guys are following us everywhere. Make sure you share this podcast, share the YouTube, because this is going to be on our YouTube page as well. Follow us, like it, you know, all of that jazz. Again, that's the Misfit, Lord Jesus, it's late. Misguided Misfits Pod, okay? Also, as always, make sure you guys check out Bedrock Cosmetics. I'm rocking my Bedrock Cosmetics lip gloss right now. Let me put some extra on there for y'all so y'all can see, you know. Yeah, get it on there. Okay, so make sure you guys check out Bedrock Cosmetics. That's Bedrock Cosmetics on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, www.bedrockcosmetics.com. We're also going to be having the merch on my business page, Isis business page. I think that Isis next episode, if we're still doing the filming, depending on how this goes, can wear the merch so you guys can see it. And
the last minute decision to record.
Yes, that's why I don't have on full face of makeup or anything. So this is just a test run to see how the production goes. We're gonna get better at this. Like, of course, we hope you guys enjoyed seeing us interact with each other live on candid camera. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so make sure you guys are following us on social media, Bedrock Cosmetics, Misguided Misfits Pod, and then hit them Ice.
And so also follow Lavish by the Bundle.
Hey, Lavish by the Bundle.
And Facebook. This is like the first time y'all are seeing us. Yes. So the I have in is actually Lavish by the Bundle that I died. Also, if y'all remember from last podcast,
yes,
We got her wig.
And I'm gonna do better because I don't do my hair, so I'm gonna like flat iron it and like it looked way better when I first got it though.
Literally, y'all, this like that's the body wave texture. I'm pointing like anyway. So, but that is our body wave texture, and I custom colored that for her because that was just a personal request. I don't have those services up on the website yet, but I custom colored that for her, and that is literally just the wave. You didn't do anything to it, right? That's just the wave that
this
it
is
is.
just water and that's it. Because
Yeah,
you know
it for her.
Yeah, it was straight, and then I got in the pool, and this is what happened after. And I haven't, y'all. And I'm not. Me and Ice been friends for a long time. You know, I don't endorse nothing that I don't like. If I don't like the shit, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. And I haven't done anything. I am the worst product tester in terms of hair because I don't do my hair. I literally had to get her to sign into my Amazon account and put in all the shit that I need for when my lace started lifting up because I have no clue what I'm doing. No, I don't.
Also, she thinks that's the worst, but it's actually the best when you have customers who don't are like low maintenance with their hair because then you can really see how well it like stands. Because it's been what like 2 weeks so far.
No fucking shedding, and bruh. Do I have a? Look at this.
Like low key when she got the wig because I mailed it to her obviously.
Look, this is on Candy camera.
And she like showed like she had just put it on her head before she had it installed. I like wanted to cry because I was like, it looks so good. Like I was excited.
It's so excited and y'all, this is just going to be a long ass episode, whatever it is, what it is. But to see your baby in real life and see people using your products and see people actually like supporting you is very incredible. Like I've been running my brand for a really long time and I still get excited. Like I get excited when I see people wearing my gloss. I get excited. Y'all, let me show y'all something real quick. Since we on camera, you know, back here is where I keep all my products and stuff. So like, look, I make these little resin little kitty thingies, right? And I've been making them for a really long time. I have one. Isis, don't you got one?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah, Isis has one, like all my family, because I want you guys, especially in Chicago, I want everybody to be safe or whatever. So I posted it on social media. I've been making these for a really long time. I make everything custom, like the color, like this is probably my favorite one. But I posted one the other day and it just like blew up. And I was just like, y'all, I've been doing this forever, but I still get excited every time somebody shares something of mine. Every time somebody like, look, okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna show y'all. Every time somebody like, hold on, you can't see it. Every time somebody like buys a pack, hold on, let me show y'all. Because I never get to see y'all. So we're seeing each other. We get to see shit. So like, look, hold on. This was my first eyeshadow palette ever. Like when I see people with my shit, like it's exciting. Like to know that something that you kind of put your heart into and you're taking a risk when you put yourself out there. You're taking a risk when you put a product because like we said, social media, it can be scary. Like I remember the first time I got that notification that there was a review on my page. I was so stressed out. I remember the first time I got my first negative review. I wanted to cry, right? And the review wasn't even, to this day, it wasn't even my fault. The damn post office lost her package and she was like, she literally says, I know it's not the business owner's fault, but the post office lost my package and she gave me 1 star. Make it make sense. Stop being mean to business owners, okay? We be trying.
I'm still a baby business owner, so I'm still trying to like, you know, continue to push myself and push out content. And because hair is an expensive company to have because hair is not cheap. Like I'm pretty sure probably like 5 years ago, hair when you're buying it from vendors is not as expensive as it is now, you could probably literally get good quality hair from a vendor for probably less than $10. It's not like that no more. And so when you want good quality hair that is going to last you, it is going to be expensive to test out and everything. And to see she's my friend, but also she's my most honest friend ever. And I know all of my friends are pretty honest, but I know like she's not going to lie to me. Like if it's something she don't like even when she got it, she was like, I wish it was a little bit thicker. And I was like, okay, so now I know, like, add an extra bundle or whatever
too,
it be.
though, when I did say that, and I think it's only because it was straight. Because since it's like,
yeah. But even when you want it straight, you still want it to be like, you still want to have that baba boom.
Yeah.
But so like, anyway, but just seeing like, it looks so good. That color looks so good.
Like, I've been getting so many compliments. I told her, I was like, I have to, ooh, Jesus. Yeah, my elbow's still fucked up. I won't go to the doctor. But I've been getting so many compliments. I told her that she needed to send me some cards because everybody be like, ooh, girl, what's that color? And I'm like, look, I don't know how to bleach knots. I don't know none of that stuff.
Yeah, I bleached the knots for her. I didn't cut the lace, but I plucked for her, and then she got it installed. Her mom did the install and everything, and then the rest of the finessing that you got to do when you're doing your wig. Fact. But I'm so like just seeing it on, because Keturah hair is not is not her thing. Like she know enough to get her by, but like for real, like.
Bruh, I got to say that when I take this down, I'm gonna call my girl Jaleesa that braids my hair, because I literally am the worst person. And it's not even, what's bad is I know how to do the stuff for the most part. I am lazy, but I'll literally do a 3-hour makeup look like it's nothing. But 5 minutes doing my hair, I'm ready to fucking just pull my hair out. I'm ready to just cut my shit.
With makeup, I'll be like, man, I gotta, after 30 minutes, I'll be like, okay, I'm over this. I'll be doing stuff real quick. I put a little foundation on, do a little eye, and I don't even like wearing lipstick for real. I put on some lip gloss to call it a day. But when it comes to hair, I can sit there with hair all day, make a wig, style it, bleaching, like hair. I don't know what it is. Just hair is like my thing.
Man, and what's crazy, okay, for real, we finna go, y'all. I think it's easier for us to kind of talk to each other when we can see each other or whatever. Yeah. But in college, I'll never forget my first ever wig that we did. Me and Ice did a wig together. And it was, remember we went to the beauty supply store, and that motherfucker, I think it was like $20 for this pink.
First I made you was too tight. The cap was too tight.
Yeah, okay, so then we did the pink, and to this day, probably one of my favorite like hairstyles, but it was like this pink wig. It was like black, and then it ombre to pink, and then it was purple. We paid $20 for like the bundle that had, you know how they give you the little circle closure situation. And like then we were supposed to, this is the last thing for real, y'all. Me and Isis were supposed to do a YouTube page together.
Oh yeah, IQ.
Yes, beauty IQ, bro. And I think I still have the YouTube page set up. We never did any videos or anything, because back then Isis was not fucking prepared. Okay, Isis was like not thorough as we are as adults. We're growing. Isis was like, I'm like, Isis, we doing a video? She like, I ain't got nothing.
I be nervous, y'all. Like I be.
But I'm so glad that we got to this point where we can actually, like, this has been 15. Like, bro, think about this. Is it 16? No, 15. It's 15 years in the making. We've been friends for 15 years. So we've been like on the cusp of being able to share our relationship with each other to the world or whatever. And beauty, and that, okay, last thing for real. Like, it's important to understand that what you think might be your plan may not be your plan. So like, we got to get out of our own heads and get out of our own way in terms of, this is what I want to do. The shit, if I would have did what I thought I was going to do, I would be a doctor fucking in debt miserable or whatever. Like we and Isis would have been doing beauty IQ, but now here we are, Misguided Misfits, and we get to share it with you guys, share our thoughts, share our opinions, share our friendship with you guys. And I'm super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this long ass fucking episode. And we'll see you guys.
I think we revisit the beauty IQ idea, but
you said what?
I think we should revisit the beauty IQ idea, but
okay, stay tuned, guys. We might revisit the beauty IQ idea because I do.
Before the pandemic, Zoom and stuff was not like YouTube was a big thing, but like it was different. It was different when we was trying to do it. We were still in college.
Yeah, we had a lot going on. Nigga, I was having my heart broken. It was just too much. Now we boss bitches doing boss bitch things. So honestly, when we get off of this fucking podcast, we gotta brainstorm because that shit kind of pops.
We can definitely do it on Zoom.
Yes.
I can be like following your makeup and stuff like that. Like it can be a lot of stuff we can do.
Yes. Okay. I'm so geek, y'all. I'm so excited to like y'all see this is like for real, like my for real smile or whatever. I'm super excited about that. That was not planned. We weren't supposed to even talk about that. So look at God, how he put stuff in your spirit.
Yeah, all about that, to be honest.
Like what? Fucking crazy. So I hope you guys really enjoy our first ever Zoom YouTube full podcast experience. As always, we'll love you guys and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.